and still and mindful of your breathing. Good morning. My name's Brother Mark. I'm one of the licensed practitioners here at Church of Religious Science in Redlands. Let's take some deep breaths in together. Easy, holy, sacred, and divine breaths. They flow in very gently and easily and effortlessly through our entire being. And we exhale and release that holy, sacred, and divine breath with ease and with grace. Again, we inhale in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And we release and surrender anything and everything that does not match that which is divine, sacred, and holy. We let it go with our breathing. And as we return to our normal breathing pattern, we're reminded that the divine, sacred, and holy is always within us, as us, in us, through us, able to cleanse and eliminate naturally anything and everything that no longer serves us for our highest and best good. We can release that with something as simple as our breathing, or you can open a portal through the soles of your feet, if you'd like, to release anything that's no longer of the highest vibration back to Mother Earth Gaia to be recycled, restored, refreshed, and made new. Inviting you to open a portal in your mind's eye for the divine to have its full sway in, through, and as your very life for what's most needed by your soul at this very moment in time. Always by your invitation, always by your free will, always by your permission. So again, we breathe in all that is divine, sacred, and holy. And with our exhale, releasing anything and everything that no longer serves through the portals of the soles of our feet into Earth, Gaia, to be remade and restored and refreshed as new. So even all that no longer serves us will be repurposed into something that will serve the planet. We call it a fertilizer for good. So in your mind's eye, allow for that portal to become even bolder and thicker and wider, that place within you that is sacred and holy. The divine center, the core of the core, the I am that I am. That place that has never been, nor could ever be hurt or harmed or endangered in any way. Infuse this with your own unconditional love, so that it may serve you on time every single time, for all needs to be met. If you're willing, slip into the feeling tone of all needs met. All of my needs are met on time, every time, by this divine source. Perfectly sourced, supplied, sustained, and maintained. If it feels comfortable to you, remind yourself, I am perfectly sourced, supplied, maintained, and sustained. If it's comfortable for you, remind yourself, I'm divinely guided. I am divinely guided. I am divinely guided. And if it's comfortable for you, I am open to receive divine insight, direct revelation, and wisdom. I am open to receive direct insight, revelation, and wisdom. All of my needs are met on time, every time. All of my needs are met on time, every time. I am open to divine insight, revelation, and wisdom. I am open to divine insight, revelation, and wisdom. And so with this next breath, I invite you to allow for your heart space to fill with great gratitude for this practice of stillness and remembering. We inhale the gratitude and we exhale gratitude. We shift our feet to the earth to cut off the portals, allowing all that needs to be released to be gently released with ease and with grace. We know there's a natural flow and order for as divine insight comes in, anything that's of a lower frequency easily is released by our breathing. And with this next breath, I invite you to come back completely and fully to the body temple, the physical. Just being certain you can feel your place within this sanctuary, feel yourself supported wherever you're sitting. And when you're ready and in your own time, just gently allow for the outer eyes to open, becoming aware of others, the temperature, the space, the place, this present moment. And with our next breath, we again bless the sanctuary space so that it becomes a place for healing, transformation, revelation, and insight for all those who enter. And this concludes our meditation for today. Blessings to each of you and all of us. Namaste.
Good morning. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, 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 we come together in the name of love. We come together, 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 we come together in the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, 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 we come together in the name of love. We come together, 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 we come together in the name of love. From every walk of life, you reunite in honor of the love of each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, Namaste, I bow to you. Namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. Come together. We come together, we come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, 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 we come together in the name of everybody get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we're gonna be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, 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 yeah. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. And my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I said, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome. And my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Here's Holly.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Center of Spiritual Living here in Redlands, California. Thank you to everyone joining us on Facebook Live and YouTube and here in our beautiful sanctuary. My name is Holly, and it's truly a privilege and an honor to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. CSL Redlands is a new thought community living in ancient wisdom philosophy based on the science of mind. The science of mind philosophy was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Dr. Ernest Holmes. Dr. Holmes studied truths from all the world's religious traditions and spiritual paths and developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into the world. CSL Redlands is an open and inclusive community honoring all people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are or where you are on your journey of faith, you are always welcome here. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence, and our vision is a world that works for everyone and all of creation. If you are here with us for the first time, please raise your hand and let us properly greet you. Yay! We know you have a choice for your spiritual community, and again, we are delighted to have you visit with us today. A gentle reminder to silence your phones. Hi, everybody. Good morning.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you. In this very room, there's quite enough love for one like me. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for one like me. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For spirit, one spirit is in this very room. In this very room, there's quite enough love for all of us. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all of us. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For spirit, one spirit is in this very room. In this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy There's quite enough hope and quite enough power to walk through our every fear. For Spirit, one Spirit is in this very room, in this very room, in this very room.
And so continuing in this magnificent consciousness that was sung remarkably by Gilman and the Dream Band, I invite us to take in the divine and sacred and holy breath together. Let's do that. Make it a cleansing breath, deep. Some of us already exhaled, so that means we'll do it again. We release with our exhale anything and everything that no longer serves us. And again, we take in that divine, sacred, and most holy breath. Releasing and surrendering anything and everything that no longer is for our highest and best good, anything that no longer serves us in the highest vibration and frequency. And as we return to our normal breathing, we're reminded that in this very room, there's quite enough love, peace, joy, and beauty for the entire world. And so let's connect to that together. Where two or more are gathered, we send this divine light and love and beauty and peace and joy. First throughout ourselves, always start with ourselves. Now to all of our family units, all those that are biologically family, all those that are chosen family. We'll take this peace energetic, this joy energetic through the entire city, to see it go through the roof of the sanctuary out or through the double doors out, ever pervading and all good. See it heading on all the freeways, to the desert, to the sea, through the mountains, through the ocean, through the galaxies and stars and the planets. Covering all those places in struggle and strife, seeing humanitarian aid reach those places, seeing peace as the order of the day with a capital P, seeing anything and everything that is heretofore blocked or hindered, deferred, or denied peace, let it have no more power or sway and be replaced with the truth instead, that divine intelligence is at hand for peace to have its full sway right here and right now in Ukraine, through every city, village, town, border to border, north to south, east to west, Gaza Strip, Palestine, Israel, Sudan, Armenia, Middle East, all those places in struggle. Let minds be changed this day toward and for peace with a capital P to prevail. And so I'm calling forth for all the prayers that we hold in our heart to be answered right here and right now by the divine within that always says, yes, 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 you are my beloved and who I am well pleased. If you're willing to accept those blessings, just say, I am, I am, I am. And know that Spirit holds and knows every word of every prayer that's on our hearts. Even before the last word of that prayer being uttered, it is completed in the divine mind, it is completed. And so the manifestation, the revelation, the demonstration, and the insight is ours just by our willingness to be open to receive it. And if you're willing to receive your good, just said, I am, I am, I am. And so if any words were forgotten by the human mouth that is speaking, know that the divine never forgets. The divine is always there to make the crooked pathways straight. And for this, I'm so deeply thankful and will forever be grateful. So with a joyful heart, I bless this service as it continues to unfold with grace, ease, chaos, control, order, and madness. And with a grateful heart, I let it be so, and invite you to say it together with me, and so it is. And now Ellen has a reading for us. Thank you, Ellen.
Good morning, everyone.
You can push the button and raise that up. The button below that. Below on the stand, on the mic stand, in the middle of the mic stand.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you so much. Perfect. Thank you. All right. Well, I've got a reading for you this morning from writer and comic John Rodell. My love, don't let your skin become so thick that nothing can hurt you anymore. Getting wounded is part of the experience. The scars you collect are all part of your story. Take off your armor and give vulnerability a chance to paint your naked form. Feel the sunlight on your shoulders. Let the wind move through your hair. Give your tears a chance to be counted. Allow us to be swept up in your smile. You see, my love, you weren't born to be hidden behind a towering wall. You were formed out of an ancient whisper to become a natural wonder, where we all visit to listen to the songbirds sing through the pines of your evergreen beauty. You were given the skin to be kissed softly. Don't let it grow scales. You were given your eyes to reflect starlight, not scales. Don't close them to keep us from seeing your soul. You were given your hands to lace inside another hand. Don't keep them constantly folded in your lap, my love. I know this world can be a sharpened spear that will often pierce you. But when given a choice, bleeding is always better than apathy. Someday, when we meet in the moving cosmic river that exists on the crawling fringe of everything, let's take turns washing each other's scars while saying the same prayer over and over. I got this wound for caring, and I got this one for having an open heart. But that is the cost that comes from being a work of sacred art. Thank you.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Don't get upset when you don't come in first. Shoot from the hip and love from the heart. Take a few moments to take in art. Don't cut in line, just wait your turn. These are the lessons in life to learn. cross every T and look 'em straight in the eye. Don't be embarrassed to let 'em see you cry. Use what you got. Use common sense. You don't get too far by sitting on the fence. The respect that you want is the respect that you earn. These are the lessons in life to learn. And as love takes you higher, you can soar through the sky. Let every desire be the reason you try. You can fly above it all. And sometimes you'll fall. Never give up, but sometimes give in. Look where you're going, not where you've been. Take a deep breath, be steady and strong. Stand for what's right and admit when you're wrong. And when you grow up, you're out on your own. If you ever feel beaten or sad or alone, to my arms you can always return. These are the lessons in life. These are the lessons in life. These are the lessons in life to learn. To learn. Woo! Get smart.
Hello, Chief Max. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Would you believe? Yes, I followed that culprit to the church pulpit. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Missed it by that much. Yeah, I will ask the congregation for their help. Code words. It sounds like a haiku. It would be just divine if you would release 99?
Oh, Max.
Let's try this together. It would be just divine. If you would release 99.
Oh, Max.
What? You didn't believe them? Let's try that again. It would be just divine. If you would release 99. There she is. All right, 99 and I are going to the cone of silence. Yay. See? Get smart. So thank you to the band. The glasses are awesome. You guys are so good. And thank you, Matt. So do you know what happened is the other day somebody was speaking with me, and it dawned on me that some ancient wisdom is stuck in some of our classic TV shows, right? If we go to TV land. And then the idea came for the idea of get smart, right? Because the talk for today is fairly simple and it can be complex. And but the simple part is this: we're not often that smart, but we can be smarter, right? And then you look at the idea of chaos and control, and they stood for nothing, by the way. I did some research. The show was only on for 5 years, and one of the interesting things about the show is it's kind of still timeless if you watch it. Some people might, within the sound of my voice, may not know, what these classic TV shows offer. And so we can choose always to get smart, right? Or get smarter by using our spiritual tools in our daily living. I don't really find that to be too much of a stretch, because when I was speaking with the person, they were talking about people gossiping. And I was thinking, that's been a long time since I did that. Because one of the very first things you learn in any class, in any spiritual teaching, is about how low that frequency level is of just plain gossip, right? Especially if the things that you're speaking about have no value to build or to lift another person. And so I just love this idea of getting smart. And so to me, by using our spiritual tools, we will always immediately get smarter, right? And be better and create things that are more fulfilling and uplifting. That's how simple it was that the whole thing got put together. Does that make any sense? And then when you look deeper in shows like this, and for Seven and some of the other younger people, you're going to have to do some research and find out how to watch, video clips of it, because he would always miss it by that much. Right? He never quite got it. He always missed it. Could you believe? And always tell these crazy stories that made no sense, right? And then I was thinking of some even cooler things that we could do with this as a practice. Like, I would like to be, sometimes on the pickleball court, I say to my partner, I go, I am now invisible man. Meaning I'm going to get to every place on the court. I'm going to get to every shot. So you could create, you know how there was 99, right? And then there was the mole. Did you remember 23? Yeah. And do you remember the dog's name? That was Max. Was it Fang? I think it might have been Fang. Would you believe? He missed it by that much. And then we started to rehearse last night, and Holly, what was your line? What was your line? Your one line that you had to remember for today? Oh, Max. So, the interesting thing, if we're going to live a more spiritual, what I would call sometimes fruitful or beneficial life, right, to not only to ourselves, but our families, our workplaces, and the planet, we can create characters for ourselves, can't we? Why not? Because I might become unable to speak on purpose. Like, right? One of the things we were talking about before is going to the place of neutral. We were talking about the power of neutrality and not responding sometimes, especially if it can be a conflict or an escalation of some sort. It may be that I might not be able to drive fast because somebody, you know how there's this temptation, people they do funny things on the freeway. I was telling you all those stories, and it happens all the time. So maybe I create these characters for myself that are going to work in the moment. Because sometimes myself, I know what I would do, and maybe that's too much. Does that make sense? Maybe it's too heavy, because sometimes I can go right to accelerate. And then I thought, did anybody remember all the props? We could make stuff up out of nothing. A poison dart. And a peace dart, right? You're going to name it. That's what Science of Mind is. It can be whatever. We can have more right seeing, more clearer seeing. That thing works. Right? Yeah? And then do you remember these, like it could be anything, right? You can look around your house and find your own. I was thinking, what should I do with this? It bends. But that's the good part of all this is that out of creation, we can create what we want this to be. This, right? A what? An open locks, yes. The doors, I missed it by that much. And then this, open the lock. You could suspend the worldview? I can bend my worldview. I love that. Thank you, Seven. And this, what's in here? Oh, I love it. So that when we're with somebody and you know they're just telling us a bunch of, you just go like this. That's helpful. All right. What shall be in here? Oh, very good. So Anne says your unconditional love lenses. And then what if I only put one in? I'm half seeing you right. I missed it by that much. And then there's also, you could get colored glasses. I've been wearing a lot of colored glasses. And you've heard the phrase rose-colored glasses, right? There actually are beautiful like rose lenses, so you could see the whole world differently. Yeah, exactly. You can make a red flag look white. Then I kind of like this. This is in my pickleball case. Usually, this is a strap that goes around to hold glasses in place when you're playing. And then I was thinking, this is pretty handy. Can you see it? Yes. Huh? Say it louder. It's a mini mirror, right? And it reminds me not to stay in my past. It also helps me see what's coming up behind me that it's unexpected. All right, so everybody's catching the idea somewhat of the message of the day, how simple it is to get smarter by employing our spiritual tools. And you can check what's in your bag and get a bigger bag, right? Let's add to it. Let's be creative. Like, I think it's awesome to just come up with a superpower. Why not? Why not? Come up with your own superpower. And then you can name your character, right? And you can try to stay in character for as long as you want. So I do have some quotes, and then we'll make it kind of a quick thing, because I feel like you allowed us to have some fun up here today, and I want to thank you for that. But I did bring some material. One of the things is this. It's a quote from the Science of Mind Holmes. The spark which burns at the center of our own soul is caught from the living and eternal flame of spirit. Do you like that? It's from us. And I like this one. It's from A Creative Life by Eric Butterworth. You are a perfect idea in infinite mind. You are whole now. This wholeness is the only way the universe knows you. And I want to make that an affirmation. I made like 3 or 4 affirmations just because I love to include everybody and see if you agree with these. And let's just see how much we can get smarter. I am a perfect idea in infinite mind. Does that feel right first? I am a perfect idea in infinite mind. So if you agree, then we want to say it. where it's believable to us. So the power of our affirmations, like we couldn't free 99 the first time because they didn't believe it. Chaos didn't believe it. And then finally, we said it with our heart. Holmes would say, with the fire in the belly. That's old school for like, I really mean it, right? So let's do it together. I am a perfect idea in infinite mind. I am whole right now. The power of the Spirit expresses through every atom of my being now. The power of the Spirit expresses through every atom of my being now. All right, and we spoke about this a little bit last week too. Do you remember we did all the steps of affirmative prayer? For those that missed that, the handouts are still on the piano. And there's some at the front as you exit, but I really want everybody in the room to grab those handouts if you haven't had it. Just take them home and work with it at your own pace and in your own time. So this is a quote from Spiritual Awareness, page 74 by Holmes. Every person represents an individualization of universal wholeness, the love, peace, joy, and freedom of spirit. The power of the Spirit expresses through every atom of our being now, this moment. Do you feel that sometimes? It's beautiful when you connect to that. It's hard to do much more. Once you connect to that, probably in the memories at the cabin, in the fireplace, it just gets lit. It's perfect. You might have whatever your libation is, and it's just about perfect. And you don't even have to have words. You might just have a glance or a touch. I encourage everyone to find that through this whole holiday season and just connect to that and be with that. And then try to cancel other obligations if you can. Try to just stay in that beautiful energy. There's something that I forgot from last week too, or I want to remind it. And I remember, I think it was done in today's prayer. So one of the things, since we're convincing ourselves when we do prayer, is you can use, there's an old school term called denial. Do you remember that? When you've been in these centers for long enough to hear that word, right? That you can use the use of denial. So you're saying to yourself that the illness that I see before me is not real. It's until you can work to the divine reality behind the appearance of what you're seeing. Does that make sense? And so sometimes there's a phrase that you'll hear me say or others say, and it's a really powerful. And I'm going to encourage you to practice it at home and see how it works for you in your own particular prayer work as we're getting smarter, right? We're getting smarter. So we don't have to spend time suffering. Suffering, I've said before, and is optional. At the same time, I believe in full exploration of my pain. I don't want you to think I'm like... And we can also have direct revelation. That word came out today in the meditation. You can have a miracle, because to spirit, it's ordinary. It will look like a miracle to us, and to spirit, it's like, yeah. Right? And spirit never misses it by that much. Spirit will get you right where you are. So there's this phrase, anything and everything that is heretofore blocked, hindered, deferred, denied, or delayed, whatever you're looking for, right? It has, so whatever anything and everything that is heretofore blocked, hindered, deferred, denied, or delayed, let's say financial abundance, let it slip away now, it has no more power, and is replaced with the truth that the divine is my source, supply, accountant, CEO, treasurer, and efficiency. I'm open to receive this good now, always, and forevermore. So it's that idea that you don't have to, because we don't know where it is. It could be stuck in any of our teaching symbol below, right? It could be like the weeds in our consciousness of the dirt. And we don't need to put a poison dart on it. We don't need to bend it, but if it's still happening in our lives, we should at least acknowledge it, in my point of view. And then we'll say, now you have no more power over this situation. It could be love life, work, finances, abundance, right? Whatever it is. And we're saying, wherever it's trapped, we want it out. Again, with the Get Smart theme. We have to free 99, so sometimes you'll have to use affirmations that you believe. It might be journaling, it might be affirmative prayer. But in your own work, in your own way, in your own words, you're basically saying, Anything and everything that no longer serves me, I call forth that it has no more power. And instead I rely on the power that is within, that is in me, as me, through me, as my source, supply, and sufficiency. Does that make sense? Good. I wanted to make sure we had that, because if you just do that, wow, it doesn't really matter where it's stuck. You'll release it. You'll free it. And we want it to, if it's no longer serving us, we don't need it. We don't want it. So Holmes says in Spiritual Awareness on page 11, every prayer is answered when we realize love, wisdom, wholeness, the source of every good thing. And when we understand that there is a creative law which responds to us by corresponding to our belief. There's a writer named Scott Aubrey who says this: we are naturally irresistibly drawn to wholeness. Don't you love that? We are naturally irresistibly drawn to wholeness. There's something within us that yearns to discover that which makes us whole, to realize the peace and joy that we are inherently know is ours by divine birthright. God, Spirit, wants us to embrace our wholeness, and the key to living holy is in the realm of consciousness. A life of wholeness flows through our experience only because it first flows through our consciousness. And spiritual consciousness is attained through practicing truth. Does that feel right? Yes. And then I want to add a lexicon word. Do you want to hear what it is? Yes. Celestial. How do you like that one? Yeah. There was someone that said this, and I wrote it down. I think I am and I've turned it into an affirmation. I'm supported by celestial tranquility. How do you like that? Let's say it if you like it. I am supported by celestial tranquility. Very good. And let's see what does it mean? Does anybody know? Of the heaven. Yeah, good. Of the heaven. Ellen got it right on. What else? Pertaining to the sky or visible heaven, universe, yes. Beyond earth. And I like swift or rapid, from the Latin word celere, which is inhabitant of heaven. There's much that I shall bring another day, and I'm going to thumb through to the conclusion. This was really important. It's from page 164 of the Science of Mind text, and it goes about treatment. Remember, we spoke about that a little last week. The treatment is not willing things to happen. It lets reality through. Isn't that beautiful? And we talked about that with the picture last week that Iris had created, right, about the isness and the allness. Let me just repeat that one. Treatment is not willing things to happen. It lets reality through. It removes the obstruction of thought. It lets in light. It removes doubt and fear. We can be in the presence of Spirit and the perfect universe. And I wrote that down as the key to chaos or control. Chaos with a K. Missed it by that much. So do you see how if we're just looking to remove obstacles, then what I just spoke about before is really helpful, right? We don't need to know if it's in the subconscious, unconscious, or minds of awareness that we don't even have defined yet. We just know it's not serving us, so we want it out. We're going to weed our garden. On page 164 of the text, every problem is primarily mental, and the answer to all problems are found in spiritual realization. That's getting smart. I did get once asked to pray about a drum set. I will admit it. I was kind of shocked. Do you remember Cheryl in CIE? Yeah, she got her drum set. Isn't that odd? I thought, do I look like Santa? So she's like, I would like to pray about my receipt of a brand new drum set. So all this practice that we're working on can work for anything, right? And the more specific we are and the more we vibrate in the energy and the frequency of receptivity that it's done, it's true, it's so, it shall be. So from Scripture, James 1:2-4. Count it all joy, my brothers and sisters, when you meet trials of various kinds, for the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that. All right. So there's a long quote out of Scriptural Nuggets, Joseph Mazzella, but I'm just going to read the bottom part. And this is for Rosemary. When you were sharing about the rock member and this is for you. I highlighted it all. Walk as if you were kissing the earth with your feet. And with each step, I did so. My walk felt sacred and holy. I felt a oneness with the world and the love of heaven all around me. With love in my heart, I thanked God, Spirit, for the gift of this day and no longer dreaded the winter to come. All of us are walking through this life, but it is up to each of us how we do so. Are you going to stumble and stomp and complain with each step you take? Or are you going to kiss the earth with your feet and heaven with your heart? The choice is yours. Missed it by that much. Thank you.
So we all go through some chaos sometimes. And sometimes the best way to bring that under control is just take a shower. Could even be a celestial shower.
That's a shower with Celeste.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No, it's not. Shower with the stars, okay? 1, 2. You can play the game and you can act out the part, though you know it wasn't written for you. Tell me, how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another, doesn't take any sacrifice. Whoa, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice, just shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will do as I say. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. You can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. Tell me what you plan to do about your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone. Won't you tell somebody the way that you feel? You can feel it begin Everything gonna be much better if you only will do as I say. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. It's gonna be much better if you only will. Okay, you can help us out on this part. It goes something like this. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Keep it going. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. They're saying every life. They say the rain must fall, just like the pouring rain. Make it rain, yeah. Make it rain. Love, 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 and sunshine, yeah. Make it rain. Love, 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 and sunshine, yeah. All right. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Dream Band. You want to introduce everybody, or you want me to? You want me to introduce everybody?
We got Mac on the drums over here. Fabulous. And of course, Al Yankee on the keyboards.
Of course, Al Yankee.
And yours truly.
Thank you, Al. Thank you, Matt.
Gilman
Thank you,
Carver.
Gilman. I think we should just acknowledge all of them one more time, because I can't tell you how fortunate we are to have live music and the Dream Band. Thank you, guys. Thank you so very much. We really appreciate you. Now it's time for the offering. So the usher is coming forth. It's time for our giving, and so I invite you to take your tithes, your gifts, your offerings, place it over your heart. Know that it's sufficient to meet the needs of CSL Redlands, the Church of Religious Science of Redlands, which is an idea in the mind of spirit and therefore is maintained and sustained. And anything that is heretofore blocked, hindered, deferred, denied, or delayed this has no power and is replaced instead with the truth. Spirit is at hand. Spirit's in the house, now and forevermore, for all needs met. You with me? Can you feel it? And so it is. All right.
Do the affirmation.
Yeah. Well, let's do the song first.
Thank you for giving, and thank you for receiving, and thank you for being who you are. Thank you for breathing, thank you for believing, and thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love that's ever growing, and you are a vessel of that love. So thank you for caring, and bless you for your sharing. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being who you are.
And invite us to outstretch our hands as we say the affirmation. From the love of pure spirit within me,
Love your pure spirit within me.
I bless this gift.
I bless this.
I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper.
Send it forth to heal and bless and prosper.
It is evidence of my faith and my belief.
It's evidence of my faith and my belief.
It does great work in the world,
It does great work in the world.
and it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
Returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And so it is.
So it is.
We now have announcements. Holly's coming up. You could come up to the top. And then Jean has an announcement. Jean, you can come on up. You could come up to the top. The announcements are right here. And thank you, everybody, for being here today with us. Come on, 99. Don't miss it by that much.
Hello. Join us for a special holiday fundraiser this coming Friday, December 8th at 5:30 p.m. here in the sanctuary. Our music director, Gilman Carver, with Al Yakey and friends. Yay! Woo! Including an incredible jazz singer, $5 for the meal and 15 or more suggested donation. If you are interested in becoming a board member, let Eileen or Holly or any of the current board of trustees know if you are interested. And you should be enrolled in a foundations class as a prerequisite. You may also join us on Sunday, December 10th to see what a board meeting looks and feels like. This is a public announcement about our annual congressional meeting. What did I say? Congregational meeting is Sunday, January 28th after service at 11:30 a.m. Join us to plan for the future of your church. The Divine Female Circle is tomorrow, December 4th, from 10 to 11:30 here in the sanctuary, facilitated by Barbara Jean Yankee and Susie Ammons. And then on December 5th, we're going to start our new book called Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. And that'll be on Zoom if anybody's interested. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh,
Max has left the building. Hi, I'm Jean, and I'm speaking on behalf of a friend of the church, Amy Bell. She, like I said, friend of the church, and we met her through the women's shelter. And she greatly served the church. She cleaned the church. And her mother was tragically killed in a hit-and-run accident. And so the family's asking for donations to help with the burial or her memorial service. So if you would all like to donate, you could put it in that plastic box back there for donations. And if you have any questions, just ask me.
Thank you, Jean.
Thank you.
I used to think I'd always be alone, separate, misunderstood. I spent my days in quiet desperation, but on the outside, things looked good. Then I discovered the error of my thinking, the lie at the base of all my fears. So simple that it turned my world around. Oh, why did it take so many years? Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. Now I am walking with my eyes wide open,
Knowing with my mind wide open, loving with my heart wide open,
I am walking
walking with my eyes wide open.
wide open. There is no separation, no matter what it looks like. No separation, no matter what they say. No separation except what I imagine. And I imagine separation's gone away.
Let me hear you now.
Now I'm walking with my eyes wide open.
Knowing with my mind wide open, I am loving with my heart wide open, walking with my eyes wide open.
I am
Walking with my eyes wide open, I am open.